story starts with a great big Can you tell what animal that is? Was it a good impression? Cow. The mother and son and the cow all living together, happy. Mother and son and the cow all living together, happy. They had everything they needed. But then one day Daisy stopped producing milk. And so the mother was like, well, we'll have to eat it then. And Jack was like, no, I'm not eating it. No, that's disgusting. No, I won't eat it. I won't eat a bit of it. She's like, come on, that's what we got the cow for. And he refused. And she said, well, then you're going to have to sell it at market. Okay, you sell it at market. And you're going to have to go, because I haven't got enough time. You go, you sell it at market, and you make sure you get a good price for it, and then we can buy something to eat, okay? So he's like, okay, and he was on his way to market, and he didn't really want to sell Daisy. Let's give her a name, Daisy. He really want to sell Daisy. He'd not known a time without Daisy. He was walking along, and he was thinking that he was going to make sure that he sold her to someone who looked really nice. He was going to make sure that he sold her to someone that's like really good look after. Maybe like a hospital cow. You know, like they have animals that come in and make people feel better when they're in hospital. Maybe he'll be a hospital cow. And that's what he decided. So he decided that, and then carried on. And then he hadn't even got to market when suddenly just out jumped this kind of leprechaun-y creature and was like, all right, oh, that cow looks amazing. That is exactly what I'm looking for. Yeah, I work in hospitals, he said, and we are looking for a cow that we can take ward to ward because we've read there's been these studies that cows are really relaxing, and so that's what we're going to do. And he was like, oh, okay, brilliant, how much will you give me? And he was like, oh, you, my friend, it is your lucky day, because do you know how to count? He said, yeah, I know how to count. How do you count to 5? He said, 2 in each hand and 1 in your mouth. And he said, that is right. He said, I have got for you not 1, not 2, not 3, not even 4, but 5 magic beans. And the boy held out his hand, and the beans dropped in the hand, and he looked up, and the man and the cow had gone. He wished he'd had a little bit more time with that transaction. So he goes back, and he's not stupid, Jack. Yeah, he's not stupid. He's like, he gets to the gate and he knows what he's got to meet. You know, he's like, oh, you sold the cow? He's like, yeah. Where's the money? Was it? He's like, well. The thing is, and she knows, she's not stupid either, when he says the thing is, she knows this from, she's like, where's the money, what did you do? And he's like, no, it's even better than that. I sold it for not 1, not 2, what did you sell it for? 5 magic beans. And she looks down, and she's like, they are little rusty bells. They are not magic beans. And she grabs them, and she opens the window, and she flings them out of the window. And she doesn't bother to send him to his room. He just stomp, slam, like it was all his idea to go to his bedroom. And he's there, and actually, for someone who's just like really fucked up, you know, he's too young really to care. Like to really, the brevity of the situation is completely lost on him. So he sleeps quite well. Yeah. And then he wakes and he feels quite fresh, and like it should be like mid-morning or whatever, but he looks out the window and it's still dark. Oh. And then he realises it's not actually dark because it's night, it's day, but there's this huge great stalk that has grown up outside. And he opens up the window, and there is nothing that Jack likes better than to climb it. It's so enticing. It's like, So up he goes, and up at the top, there is this troll. Now she is there, she's got a big, great big belly and these great big red cheeks and this big thick hair. And he looks up, and he looks at her great big belly, and he's climbing up, and it's like, you know, the belly is what he can see first. And he just remembers that he's absolutely starving, so he hasn't had any tea, hasn't had any breakfast, he's a growing lad, as everyone keeps reminding him. And so he looks at her and he's like, oh, excuse me, can I have something to eat? And she's like, something to eat? You need to get out of here, because my husband, he's a giant, and he eats children. He had 3 for breakfast last night, you need to go. And he gives her his face. Please. And she's like, all right, quickly come in. And she gives him some, he doesn't like the lettuce, sorry. He's like, she gives him a bit of lettuce and he's like that. And she gives him a bit of honey and butter or something, jam, bread. Honey, butter, jam, bread. Well, bread's at the bottom and then and then they hear this sound. Do you know what sound is? Yeah, do you know what he says?
Fee, fi, fo, fum.
Yes, he does. He says, fee, fi, fo, fum. I smell the blood of an Englishman. Be he alive or be he dead, I'll spread his bones on a slice of bread. And she's like, quick, get in the oven. She sticks him in the oven. And he's like, what can I smell? What can I smell? And she's like, oh, don't be silly. All you can smell is the bones from the children you ate last night. My goodness, your nose has got a bit of a problem, because if you can't tell the difference between an alive child and a dead child, what's the world coming to now? Shut up and eat your dinner. And he's like, eats his dinner, and then he gets his gold coins out. Oh, a little nice sound effect of gold coins. He gets his gold coins out and he starts to count them. Counts them all. I don't think he does count them all actually, because counting's quite boring. So I think he puts them in piles, sort of half counts them, and then he falls asleep. And then because he's a giant, he kind of falls asleep like it's like. And out Jack goes. He knows he's asleep, and he grabs a bag of gold and he runs down the beanstalk. And he, I don't know, buys a pair of trainers probably. His mum's quite happy with the money, everything's good for a while. But that beanstalk is still there, and it's, you know, it's still there. It's still ready to be climbed, there's adventure waiting. So he goes up, 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 and there's the woman again. He's like, oh, I haven't got anything to eat. She says, got anything to eat? Last time you came here, a bag of gold went missing. No, 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 no. And then there's this fee, fi, fo, and she's got a good heart, so she's like, in the oven. In he goes, and he's like, oh, I can smell children. I smell the blood of an Englishman, be he alive or be he dead, I'll butter his bones on a slice of bread. She's like, no, 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 eat, 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 eat. And so he does that, and then he gets out his goose. And the goose lays a golden egg, and like Jack's oven is a lot cleaner than mine, because Jack can see through it. He can see what's going on, and there's like gold, big gold egg, and he knows that that egg is absolutely brimming with possibility. He knows that inside that egg is the dawn of creation just waiting to grow. He knows it. And so does the giant. The giant's like, oh. And then out Jack comes and he steals the egg and down, and he steals the whole goose actually. That would be better, wouldn't it? Yes, must remember that in life. Just take the whole goose. And then down he goes, and they've got this goose and it lays these beautiful golden eggs. They're so happy. They make golden pancakes, and then they know that if they put their whatever they want to come to fruition, or they're dreaming, or they're birthing inside it, and it's got a bit of a noisy thing, but they do that, then life is good for a while, and then. Well, you see, the thing is, it's a fairy story, and I think it would probably be quite good if it ended there, but it can't, because in fairy stories everything has to come in threes. So he does have to go up there again. And it's like, it's the most hazardous, you know, stupid. I would have left it at that. Bag of gold, goose that lays golden eggs. Happy, you know, but no. So he goes back up there again, and he knows, he sees the woman, she's waddling around, and he knows not to say anything to her, and he looks at the oven, he's about to get in the oven, and he's like, no, I'm not going to do that. And so he hides behind the chair. Oh, hi Jack. And he's behind the chair, and the giant comes in, he's like, fee, should we all do it together? Fee, fi, fo, fum. I smell the blood of an Englishman. Be he alive or be he dead, I'll batter his bones on a slice of bread. And the woman's like, what, the one that stole the goose and the one that stole the coins? He'll be in the oven. They open the oven, but the oven wasn't there. But Jack wasn't there. And they look around, they can't find him. And then she says, oh, sorry about that. Sit down, she says, you need to calm yourself because, you know, your high blood pressure and everything, it's been really stressful lately. Let's get the magical harp out. So then the magical harp starts playing. And after a while, the giant does relax a little bit. And they quite like sort of slightly out of tune, off-time music, giants, as it happens. And the giant lulls asleep. And the giant lets go of the harp, and it continues playing. It's like, wow, it's a harp that plays by itself. That is amazing. And Jack takes it and comes out, and he takes the harp and he runs down to the bottom of the beanstalk, and he's like, get an axe to his mum. And his mum, she's not one of those mums like me who would be like, what do you want it for? And you're like, doesn't matter what I want it for, just give it to me. I'm like, no, I'm not giving you an axe until I know what you're going to do with it, because you know what happened last time. She's not one of those mums. She sees in his eyes that it's serious, so she gets the axe and he's like, chop, chop. Go on, you can help me because this is a nice chop, chop, and then down falls the troll woman, splat, and then down falls the giant, splat, and then down falls the beanstalk, splat. Satisfying. And then Jack and his mum, they live really well together. Then they've got the coins. And they've got the goose that lays the golden eggs. And they've got the harp, the music that always plays for them. And so in this moment of this story, I wonder what your magical objects are for this year, for this summer. What magic are you calling in? Summoning. Inviting. Welcoming.